Joined by Matt Brown, who's going to do some mental training with the players this week at the development camp. Matt, what are some of the main messages you're trying to get across to the players tonight?
Well, tonight we're talking a lot about just shepherding that voice in your head. So just recognize that we have about 50 to 70,000 thoughts in a day, and so putting a saddle on that and riding it in the right direction is a key skill for these guys.
Is the training different for, let's say, teenagers or guys earlier in their career as opposed to ones sort of maybe in their 30s or later in their career?
It's more basic at that point because they're kind of learning more about the hardware and how it works and how hard it can be to kind of manage those things. But it's just you get into higher level conversations once you get in with the pros. So.
Have you noticed teams putting more importance on mental training in the past 5, 10, 20 years?
Definitely. It's kind of one of the last frontiers, right? Like it was everyone learned how to train, and then when everyone was doing it the same way, then they started to look at recovery and tactics and now the mental side. So yeah, it's just every stone is being turned trying to gain an advantage.
And have you noticed sort of an advancement in the way that you train players psychologically?
The biggest thing I think you see just the familiarity and comfort, from the players in terms of just having that conversation and gaining more of an understanding. So yeah.
So they're more open to this concept.
Yeah, much more so. Yeah, the kids themselves are kind of ahead in many cases of some of the coaches just in terms of their openness to it and familiarity with the discourse. So yeah.
I think was pretty dynamic. Speech was pretty dynamic and a lot of interaction. It was pretty funny and just how you can identify the bad thoughts and try to find a replacement for them that's gonna have a different kind of response in your brain that's gonna help you be a better player and better person.
Oh, it's great to kind of talk about some things that not a lot of people do. It's really interesting to try to kind of dive into things that sometimes you don't even think about, but you think of some subconsciously is what he was kind of talking about. So, that's just some of the things that are pretty special. I normally don't really think about it too much until we start doing those type of things. So it's kind of cool to kind of look back on and be like, yeah, I am really hard on myself. I need to be better for me to actually grow with this game and with the team. So, yeah.